Peace. Peace. Woo-hoo-hoo. Peace to the divine infinite consciousness, yo. Man. Yo, this is a sunny day. Finally. I'm telling you, after man, it give us like 1 or 2 sunny days and then it's like, whoop, back to regular cloudiness. But this is, woo, man, yo, like I said before, that's how I look in front of me. See, it was a clear blue sky earlier though, but as you can see, they've been cloud seeding, or what y'all call chemtrails. Yeah. Look at that. Them was not real clouds anyways, just so you know. They just put them up there. Oh, would you look at here? Look at the moon. The moon is sitting right there. And that's the sun sitting right over there. Moon? Alright. Sun. So what the fuck is that chattel on the side of that mug now? Alright, so anyways though, we already know. It's the shadow. Anyways, so what this broadcast is about, let me get some of this off real quick. What this broadcast is about is this broadcast is dealing with the solar facts, because we bringing this shit all the way the fuck back. This is what you seeing in the now. So peace to all of my soul family, who descended here to show how to ascend to our to the beings that's in school right now. It's kind of like a tutoring session and shit, because this was a whole spiritual school that kind of got ran rampant with some old dysfunctional ass kids, and with the new kids, you know what I mean, the new kids came in, and that's like the new spirits. So you pretty much learn from these little motherfuckers, but the mugs pulled out some shit in you that you didn't even know. And that's the whole thing about knowing and understanding yourself. It's a bitch, ain't it? I know. So anyhow, so going down here in this third dimensional reality where the shit takes place, coming from the 4th, 5th, and 6th dimensional realities, and 7th and all the way on up until we get to out of this construct and on to the next. You had to descend here to become mineral, plant, and animal, and ultimately human before you leave this place. And right now you kind of stuck at human and shit, because you're still utilizing your animal fight or flight responses, which is your animal brains and your reptilian brains. You hear that shit a lot floating around the internet or the YouTubes or whatever. However, you also got, your mammal brain, and those things that you graduated from them, but you're still kind of going back to doing or using them. And that's where it's kind of like getting tricky at. And so, get that hot hip out. Yeah, damn. I never knew how to go like that. I knew some chicks, man. Them motherfuckers would be like, phew. I'm like, God damn. Shit. Yo, tough. Mother tried to hold it in and shit. And she laid it out too. I was like, you was one of them motherfuckers that just know how to, you tough ass, loogie spitting motherfucker. Okay, anyways, so pretty much we dealing with the solar facts, so we gonna bring this shit all the way the fuck back. You know what I'm saying? We got different cosmologies dealing with, all the different schools that we had held throughout the time. And so as you can see, certain things were still made up in stone that was still here, that we still gain knowledge and wisdom from, to be able to be applied so we can get that understanding. This is how we deal in equality with each other in the schools to come. So when we ascend, boom, we up out of here. But right now, it's been kind of hard. Motherfuckers can't get the fuck up out of here. And so this is what's going to have to go down. And this is serious. All right? You really going to have to give back all they shit. You really can't even eat. You got to minimize as much shit as their use in their world as possible. But utilize everything that's of your world, that's in their world too, or that their world is in, I should say. So it's crucial. If we do got the heat or the sun, get out there and get that fire, get that water, get that wind, that air, that oxygen, and get that that food, that earth, the good shit, as much as possible. I mean, as far as like the quality, and learn how to be able to fast. You don't really have to eat as much, because after this school, you're learning how to get to the 4th, 5th, and 6th dimension realities. And then from there, you're born in your light body to the 7th, 8th, and then 9th, and out of here, just out this month. So it's a long process. You're in the middle of the motherfucker. This is a hard school to leave. That's why you got different beings that's still here. And that's why Flat Earth, they want to say it's a funny word to use, but that's why we got to use it, though, because this is what it is. You know what I mean? Because it's the only way we can get you to realize the true cosmology and your true self and being. Because these motherfuckers got you fucked up down here through language, all right? So through the language and how they control your mind, and we know that everything is mental, so they controlling your mind and your thoughts every day, going to work, your dreams, what you eat, going on your lower vibration as far as like getting cooked foods and shit like that. You're not really as disciplined as you should be and used to be, you know what I mean, as far as like this genetic makeup should be. And so we're utilizing it and making it weaker. So this is the weaker part of yourself out of the rainbow waters that was here to try to strengthen your ass, but you're getting weaker with it. And so you stay here and repeated multi-dimensional physicality, dealing with that. How can I word this shit? We dealing with some or metaphysical reality shit, okay? This is pretty much what it is. This is the way I can say it. So we're dealing with meta and we're dealing with the physical. All right, this is the way I can explain this shit down here because shit, you know, it's tight, man. You know what I mean? So I can use a certain vibration so you can feel what the fuck I'm saying to you. All right. So you're gonna have to be able to, I mean, like I say, minimize as much as utilizing this vessel right here as far as like eating and sex. I mean, those primordial things, that's what's bringing your ass back metaphysically wise. You know what I mean? Which is like, you bring back, you like, that's why you had them, what you call deja vus, okay? And it's reminding you what the fuck your ass doing. So when we're dealing with the cosmology, so we just happen to see the moon and the sun sitting right here, they're going higher, just like the planets. The planets are stacked higher, so they're moving around also. And as they're moving around, those are different realms, different heavens that you go into spiritually wise, that you master. You got the realm of Mercury. The realm of Mercury is dealing with the thoughts and communication and shit. So when you came here, you had to go through all these realms to descend from the top, which is the source. You know, so when you came down here, you had to get all the way to mineral form and then all the way up to the animal form. And I'm talking about, we're not talking about the evolution, how the Darwin shit tried to tell you. This ain't that. The animals don't evolve to go to that. The spirit goes from one vessel to the next. Like, okay, boom, you completed that time, boom, 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 now you next. You was a single cell organism, now you're a 7-cell organism. Boom, boom, boom. Then you're continuous going until you see the different type of animals is the different type of spirits the motherfuckers take, depending on the vibration of who they is, out of the rainbow waters. So this is how this shit works, and this is why astrology works so good. So, I mean, works. This is why astrology is what it is. We're dealing with the astral realm now. And this is if your false leaders led you down the wrong path. They would have been told you that astrology would run this shit. And so when you hear people like Wali Farad Muhammad, we dealing with mugs like that, and they telling us solar facts and shit, and how far Pluto is away, that shit is like now ciphering shit, because that gets you searching and believing into a lie. And then you got mugs who was a little bit swifter. It was like, nah, you know what I'm saying? He ain't mean it like that. He you know, but you know, I still got love for him. And you kind of try to appeal to your empathy side too. So fuck them. The shit is inward. You get the insight. The insight is inside of you. This is how the shit is, and the only way you can get it, you know, there's quarter truths. I ain't gonna even say half truths to what they spit. There's quarter truths to what they spit that allow you to you should be able to get this understanding in yourself, because you that swift. If you want to wake the fuck up and get the hell up out of here and ascend. And the way you do that is you now you can link with mugs, but you're gonna have to be able to start this shit on your own. And this is when you hear the popular term saying the vibe attract your tribe. That's what you have to roll with. And when you see any type of narcissistic spirit coming in, like, yo, I gotta get this, because that shit's getting crushed right now. You're gonna see them motherfuckers trying to come back like, oh, anybody who wronged me, I'm going on. You're dealing with the physical world, and these are people who was afraid to ascend. So they're still here. So they stuck. And when they're stuck, they're like stuck in these different heavens that they couldn't send past. And they became like asteroids forever, thinking that and believing in the illusion of the earth realm. And this is how these motherfuckers pretty much rule you. This is the lower fourth dimension. This is how they rule you here in the third dimension, you know? and stop you from ascending. This is a harder part of the game. We're dealing with some shit like in their world with the technology where motherfuckers is so low in their self that they're fucking 8-year-olds that shit can watch Pornhub or some shit like that, man. And this is just very crucial because you got to be able to check in on a boy. And mamas ain't doing that shit right now. And that's why we got a gay transgender agenda out here running rampant over in this motherfucker, man. So this is some crucial shit. So if you want to ascend, you think this shit's funny. Like we just hear and it was like, go to work, da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And come back, bust nuts, go sleep, wake up. Waste your kundalini, don't know how to breathe. You know what I'm saying? Not knowing the cosmology of the shit, the cosmology of the shit. You know, this is why it's important, man. We already wrote the history already. So it takes a motherfucker to come back, to descend, to ascend through this shit again. And like I say, you have to go through all these forms. You made it here to this point. See, when you get to the primate, the primates don't evolve into humans. That's why there's not no evolving human. You don't have that shit here. You know what I'm saying? These are spirits. That's like the last stage before we becomes human. It's learning how to operate and use reason and shit. That's how you, motherfucker. Shit, that's what you did. So, and it depends on the vessel. We got a new spirit on the game. Shit, we got a new vessel. We got a new motherfucker. And then they got to vibrate up to become who we is with that 9 ether to where we at. This is the last stage to sending up out the motherfucker. They're still little babies in the school too because you can see they rhythm and shit. That's why we all can get down. We be like, oh shit, they grooving. We can feel it because we had a high stage at the graduatory class. And a lot of us just been flunking and staying in this motherfucker. So, like I say, it takes a motherfucker to be like, come back that tell you like, yo, like the alumni mother, like, yo, man, you can do it. I'm out there. I'm telling you, son. You got it. See, this is preparing you to build your light body that's up in the 4th, 5th, and 6th dimension. And that's what you're doing now. That's what you're doing right now. And so, you just got to eat the fruit, get them amino acids, unlock that up, in turn, unlock your DNA, eating the right fruit, because that's your food. You don't have to go and chase down no food. You're not a predator. Some of us was, you know what I'm saying, had that predator, so they incarnated into those type of animals. Some of us were herbivores. Some of us like to use our hands and minds and be patient. You just got different kinds of shit, you know what I'm saying? So your personality plays out in this shit, and this is how they introduce the personality disorder into the spirit realm on your ass. You got to get out of that shit, too. So, and this is what coming with spending time alone. And this is why you can't play and just be down in a motherfucker and shit. You can, but what the fuck is it gonna do, man? You know what I'm saying? So, with that being said, I'm gonna build on another topic. We're gonna build on solar facts. You know what I'm saying? Dealing with the reality of what this cosmology and how certain false prophets came. All right. So I love you. Subscribe. Peace. Eat that fruit. I'm telling you, man, it's gonna get your ass swole and get that soul to glow. All right. I love y'all. All right. Peace, y'all.